You are exhausted. You have been exhausted since 3 p.m. You counted down the hours until you could get into bed. And now you are lying there in the dark, completely awake, and your brain will not stop. This is not a sleep problem. This is an evolutionary problem, and it is not your fault. Your brain was not designed for the world you live in. It was designed for a world that no longer exists. And at night, that mismatch becomes impossible to ignore. Here is what is actually happening. Deep inside your brain sits a tiny structure called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is smaller than a grain of rice, and it is the most precise clock in your body. Every morning, it reads incoming light through your eyes and sets your internal timer. It tells your brain when to be alert, when to wind down, and when to release melatonin, the chemical signal that tells every cell in your body that darkness has arrived and sleep should follow. For most of human history, this system worked perfectly. The sun went down. Firelight flickered at a low warm frequency that did not register as a threat to the clock. Your body cooled. Melatonin flooded in. You slept. Then we invented artificial light, and we put it inside a screen. And we hold that screen 6 inches from our face at the exact moment our brain is trying to decide whether it is day or night. Blue light, the frequency emitted by every phone, laptop, and television, is the same frequency your suprachiasmatic nucleus uses to detect morning. When you scroll at 11 p.m., your brain does not see a phone. It sees a sunrise. Melatonin production stops. Cortisol edges upward. Your body prepares to be awake and alert. And then you put the phone down and wonder why you cannot sleep. But the light is only half the problem. The other half is your nervous system. Humans are the only animals on the planet that can feel anxious about something that has not happened yet. Every other animal responds to threats that are present and real. You lie in bed rehearsing conversations from 3 years ago and catastrophizing about things that may never occur. Your brain does not distinguish between a real threat and an imagined one. It produces the same stress hormones either way. Cortisol and adrenaline are not compatible with sleep. They were designed for running, fighting, and surviving. When they are circulating in your bloodstream, your heart rate rises, your muscles tighten, your digestion slows, and your mind sharpens. This is your body doing exactly what it was built to do. The problem is that the threat is not a predator. It is a thought, and thoughts do not end when you decide to stop having them. There is also something researchers call sleep pressure. Throughout the day, a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain. The longer you are awake, the more it accumulates, and the more pressure you feel to sleep. Caffeine works by blocking the receptors that detect adenosine. It does not remove the adenosine, it just hides it, which is why when caffeine wears off, the exhaustion hits all at once. Your sleep pressure was there the whole time. When adenosine is high and your suprachiasmatic nucleus has registered darkness, sleep comes naturally. When you have flooded your system with cortisol and blue light, both signals get overridden. Your body is receiving contradictory instructions, and it defaults to the one that evolution prioritized the most. Stay awake, stay alert, stay alive. Your ancient brain does not know the difference between a stressful email and a lion. So what do you actually do? Lower your body temperature. Sleep onset is triggered partly by a drop in core temperature. A cool room, a warm shower before bed, or simply removing a blanket all accelerate that drop and help the system engage. Protect the hour before sleep like it is the most important hour of your day, because for your biology, it is. Dim the lights. Put the screen down or use a warm tone filter. Give your suprachiasmatic nucleus the darkness signal it has been waiting for since sunset. And when your mind starts running, do not fight it. Try to force sleep produces exactly the cortisol that prevents it. Instead, tell yourself that lying still in the dark is already restoring your body, whether or not you are conscious. That is not a lie. It is physiology. You are not bad at sleeping. You are a perfectly calibrated ancient organism living in a world that was not designed for you. And the first step to fixing it is understanding that the problem was never in your head. It was all along about the light.